Yeah. Hey, come back. Yeah, there you are. Hey. Right. In this video, we're gonna get a little personal. We're gonna get a lot personal, actually. We're gonna talk about how dumb I was in school. All right. And then, along with that, it's gonna be how I made life hard for myself and the things I did to change that. Okay. So the point of this video is gonna be, don't let don't let your past, determine your future. All right. I know I made a similar video to this, but this is more in depth. You know, the number that has really haunted me the past 5, 6 years, because I didn't really think about it till then, was the number 1.47. That number is very significant because that's my grade point average from high school. Right, I graduated 78 out of 84 with 3 people on the books but not there, whether they dropped out or they got pregnant. And excuse me. And during school, I made life hard for myself because I was distant. I was very insecure. I was poor, and so that means I didn't have the best smelling clothes. Couldn't afford deodorant all the time. I was just that guy. I was that teenager. You know, that awkward teenager that you know just going through the change. You know how it goes. All right. Then so I carried that into my young adult life, and you know what I'm trying to say is, it took me a long time to stop, you know, doing the bare minimum. Right? If I had a job, good enough. I have friends, good that want to hang out, good enough. I had a girlfriend, good enough. Got kids, spent some time with them, good enough. I didn't really, you know, go above and beyond. That took years. It took years. And then, when you failed relationships, burning bridges with friends, because you're an asshole, you know, just thinking that you're above it all, that you're God's gift to this earth. That's how I thought, right? Because like I just pointed out, I was a fucking asshole. But if you dissect it, it was just me not being happy with myself. And at that time, I didn't know what the happiness was. Right? I'd go for job promotions. I would not get them, and I would handle that badly internally. I'd get angry, and I'd lash out. If something didn't go my way, that's where I'd lash out. I would take like something so minute and just act like it was the worst thing on the planet that ever happened. Right? So I remember that changed. That really the embryonic stage of that change came when I did MMA. Failing MMA like I did, but the things I learned in MMA, hard work, take no days off, you know, when outwork your opponent, uh, study the craft, learn the ins and outs and stuff like that. Be the best you can be. That part was established from MMA. That 1.7 mindset that I had, that bare minimum, that's what I'm going to call the 1.47, the bare minimum Richard, died when I was working at Applebee's, and I had a knee injury from years ago, and in 2014, early 2014, I believe it was, March 2014, it got worse, and like I felt my right kneecap really starting to buckle and stuff like that. I could hear it was starting to crack more than usual. So what it was a slight tear, torn ACL, but a torn meniscus. right? So I had to get surgery, and about a week and a half before my surgery was scheduled, I had to take time off of work and stuff like that. So I had nothing to do for that week and a half. So I started watching YouTube videos. Now the goal of the YouTube videos at that time where it was to, I was a crap ass cook. I want to come back, the best cook I could be. I want them to show that, the Richard that they invested in is not the Richard, is the Richard they're going to get when I come back. Not that piece of shit Richard. That 1.47 Richard. And so I started watching those videos, and I came across motivational videos. And the one video that has stuck to me all these years was the "What is your why?" video. Why do you do what you do? You know, some people, their why is because they don't want to be poor, or another person's why is, a family member, which related to me because if I'm gonna go all in on everything, risk friendships, relationships, whatever, what's the one thing that's gonna keep me going to achieve my goal? And that why was my children. My children are the most important thing in the world to me. They're my heart. I haven't been the best dad in the world, but I try to be a better father than my father. And so from 2014 up until now, and beyond that, my children would always be my why. And so when I started watching that, things started clicking, right? So all of a sudden, my MMA mindset came back, and I started studying everything. I took my time. I took the time to deep dive everything. That motivational led into psychology stuff, and I love psychology. And that psychology stuff led into, you know, attacking interpersonal demons in myself and breaking myself down. And so that 1.47 mindset was slowly slipping away. I mean, it was still there. It crept out every once in a while. But what crept out was not the bare minimum. It was that asshole guy, that angry guy from that 1.47 mindset. He kept on creeping out and stuff like that. And even to this day, I still have to kind of maintain that person. Not let the little shit bother me. Not explode on the dumb shit. And so once I started finding myself and reconstructing myself, I started finding happiness within myself. Getting rid of toxic relationships. Just doing my own thing. And still continue to dive into all resources I can, whether it was YouTube or talking to people, or and not just talking to people that I knew, talking to people above my level or a couple levels above me, figuring out how they got to where they're at. That's what leads me to today, being able to have a conversation with somebody one-on-one, talking about life without gossiping, right? Without really degrading people, because that's what basically I was then. It was like if I was talking, it was usually to not gossip, but just talk shit. Right? It had no substance. There was nothing behind it. I mean, there was joking around. There was talking about NASCAR, or talking about partying, or kids vaguely, but there was no substance. There was no heart behind it, and that's what I was lacking. Fast forward to today, I mean, and I'm able to have conversations on all levels. I'm able to talk about, let's say, the stock market with one person, another person I talk about, jobs, another person talk about, kids, another person talk about sports, another person just talking about, just bullshit, or just joking around. right? And so to tie it all up, just, believe in yourself. Don't let the past rule you. Don't let it be your crutch. Key thing is to believe in yourself. Key thing is to find the right people to support your needs at the time. You want to be successful at your job, okay? Find the most successful person in your field. Talk to them. Say, hey, what did you do to get to this point? What do I need to do? What do you think I need to do to, get to your level? Well, those are the people you need to talk to. Those are the people that help you grow. And those are the people that help me go from that bare minimum mindset to what else can I do? How else can I learn? Who do I need to talk to get to this level? Who do I need to talk to make me understand this the subject matter? Okay. I mean, that's all it is. Like I asked you guys, you see something in my videos, challenge me on it. Make me think. Make me defend my position. If I'm in your, you make a good point, I'm going to acknowledge that. And, I'm going to take that with me. I'm going to take that knowledge. And when somebody asks me face to face on a topic, I'm able to go into more detail or go give even more options on which way to handle it. And I like that. I really do. And I really hope you guys challenge me. I remember I was kitchen manager at a bar. Right? I hired this cook. She was not very confident. I mean, she had cooking experience, but she wasn't very confident. I'd have her. She wasn't comfortable cooking by herself, and there was like simple orders. We were in a busy bar. We had a few food orders, stuff like that, and she wasn't confident enough to even cook a burger. Right. So I kept on pumping, positive stuff to her. One thing I told her was, I want you to take my job. Right. I want you and my other cook. I want either one of you to try to take my spot. All right. Because if you don't challenge me, you won't grow. And if I can't, and if you do take my spot, then you deserve it. Right? My job is to make sure that you guys grow. I want you guys to be confident. I want you to outwork me. I want you to outthink me. I want you to do everything better than me. It's my job to make sure that don't happen. And if you do overtake me, you deserve it. And that's how it should be here. Challenge me. If you stump me, or you say, hey, you make me say, hey, I was wrong, boom, you win. I acknowledge it, no problem. All right. So that's my diatribe for this video. I hope it helps, or helps a little bit. Yeah, so 1.47. If you see it, think of me. Talk to you later. Bye.